Good morning and welcome to Gardens by Rachel. I just wanted to share a quick story on how I started my business in 2002. Actually, it's probably not going to be a quick story. So, I grew up in Maryland. My father grew up on a farm, so I always heard stories about his farm life, which he loved. We did a lot of hiking and exploring, and I always loved plants and I always loved nature. In 1999, I lost my husband Eric to leukemia. And just before that, I was beginning to put together a plan to start my business. I had put together this photo album with pictures and inspiration, and really a photo album because I didn't have an iPad then. The photo album was my sales tool that I used when I met with clients. And Eric and I started putting in a pond at our community pool, Mecca Pool. And before we put in the garden there, it was literally a pile of weeds. It was a disaster. And we completed the pond and we were starting to just do some planting, and that was about the time that Eric got sick. After he passed, I finished the garden that we started, and really after Eric passed, which was in 1999, I really found a lot of joy in gardening and planting, and there was very little things and very few things that made me happy at that time. My kids made me happy, but it was a challenging time, and the gardening was really, truly therapeutic. And at Mecca Pool, the community got together and they had a beautiful stone made with a plaque that reads Eric's Garden, and it's still there today. And over 20 years later, I'm still maintaining the garden and planting at Mecca Pool, which is really wonderful and a great tribute to Eric's life. After Eric died, I'd say it was maybe 2 years after, I decided to go to Farmingdale College for horticulture, and I attended college for one semester. My kids were young, and I was looking at how long it was going to take me to complete the college program, and I was looking at years, and I am a little bit of an impatient person. So in January, after my first semester at college, I was like, you know what, I can do this. I know how to garden. I can make somebody's home and gardens look beautiful. I placed an ad in Merrick Life, Gardens by Rachel, with a picture of me in a field of sunflowers. And my phone just started to ring. And around this time, our local paper, Merrick Life, they wanted to do a story about my new business, and also Eric's Garden. So they wrote a beautiful story. It was so wonderful. It was so touching. And my phone just started to ring. And I continued to advertise in Merrick Life, and that was my main source of advertisement, and my phone just started to ring. And now it's 22 years later, and I still have some of my original clients from my first year. We've planted thousands of gardens at this point, and I've had a wonderful, wonderful journey. I love what I do. The best part is really that my work brings somebody else happiness. It really does. There's something about looking at flowers, and I'm looking at my bouquet behind the camera, that really just warms our soul, and it really just brings a very pure sense of happiness within. And when I get to share my joy and give somebody else that feeling, it just makes me feel so good. I love it. So that's how I started my business, and I'm so thankful. And I hope this video wasn't too long. I still have my bed head this morning, but I figured I'd just let it be me. And I hope everybody has a wonderful day. We're going to be leaving shortly to plant some projects today. It's going to be a hot one today, but it's the third week in June. And this is our last week before we take a summer break. So everyone have a wonderful day. Thank you so much.